everyone, and welcome. We are surrounded by pageantry and tradition, and it's clear to see that college football will be at its best today. The kickoff team takes the field to boot this one away. He'll start the return inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. So Bowling Green's offense will get the first crack at it here. And not only is this guy the energy and the engine of the offense, there's a certain charisma that he has that sort of elevates everyone around him.
He's got a moxie about him, Reese. It just seems like when he's in the huddle, he's got 10 other sets of eyeballs looking at him and believing in him to lead this offense down the field towards scoring points. This guy is a leader in every sense of the word.
And the defense snows him under after a very short gain.
Well, the QB decided to keep it on that one. And listen, if you had his athleticism, you'd want to keep it too. Almost every time they run these types of option plays. But he's just going to have to do a good job of understanding when to hand it off, when to pitch it, and try to keep this defense on their heels and read his keys. He's got a lot of talent. Just got to make sure he's making the right decisions moving forward.
Caught behind the line. It's Burr. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage.
That's a great example of the defense there tackling the catch. As soon as the big fella caught the ball, down he went, not picking up the first.
Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. He's looking to throw. He just got rid of that one to save the down. Didn't see anything he liked. Third and long from the 42. If they can get some of it, it might give them a chance to go for it on 4th down. Feeling some heat. Finds his big tight end. And he's not going to make it. The defense denying him the first down. And the Falcons will call on their punt team. He'll try to really get into this one. And the return man will have no chance as the ball sails out of bounds. A first down for the offense. Leaves it with the back. Brought down at the 33, but not before he gets 10.
And that is just an attitude run, running it right up the middle, right into the teeth of that defense.
Coming out on first down with the play fake. Fires to the right. Got his man downfield. And he'll ramble to the 34 before he's finally knocked down.
What a beautiful throw and catch on this play. And I love the job the receiver did tracking the ball in the air. Nice job of locating the throw and then hauling it in.
Comes out throwing on first down. Got his man. And he'll run across the sidelines after the good gain.
You might just think that dude's a power back, but what a great job coming out of the backfield, become a wide receiver, and then guess what? When he gets in the open field, that's not a lot of fun to try to bring to the ground. That's a big boy.
And you can forget running in the middle against this defense.
Great job by the defense. Everybody firing off the ball, hitting their guys, holding their gaps, running to the football, nowhere to go.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. He's looking to throw. Got it in the middle. It's Ingram. He's close to the first down, but they're going to mark him just a little short.
Really nice job by the quarterback understanding I needed to throw this ball hard. Like, I got to fit it in there tight. And a nice job by the wide receiver wearing it, because he really didn't have a choice, because he was going to wear that one regardless.
Brought down to the ground, but he has enough for the first down. The offense threatening, close to the end zone now with a new set of downs. Keeping it on the ground on 1st and goal. Dragged down at the 6 after a pickup of 2.
I like the decision there in the RPO game too, guys. I know he only got a couple of yards, but that play's going to open up bigger opportunities throwing the football down the field in the RPO game too. So keep handing it off to this guy. Let him see what he can do. And
takes it into the end zone for a touchdown.
And I like the running back's vision. He sees the hole, explodes through it. He knows where the goal line is, gets in the end zone, gets 6.
And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. Here's the return from inside his 10. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Bowling Green has it back, and they'll send the offense onto the field. They hope to be able to cash in on this drive, David, after having to punt it last time.
Yeah, and I think this offense needs to start it with the first play. You need to be successful and productive on that first play, and it gets you in less predictable situations.
no doubt, too. And don't you just feel like there's a little bit more sense of urgency on this drive? It just feels like they've got to be able to put some points up on the board here.
It's hard to run on a defense that comes off the ball like that and runs to the football like that. Good luck. No holes anywhere.
The run from the shotgun. Didn't find a lot of room. Let's give him 2 out to the 20.
You know, runs like this oftentimes are like a boxer in a boxing match. Obviously, it's not a knockout punch, but these are body blows. As the game goes on, these small gains are going to turn into longer runs.
On 3rd down, he drops to throw. He'll pull it down and run. On the move at the 30. When you've been around like this guy has, you know how valuable picking up the first down with your feet can be. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. Off play action on 1st down. Finds his tight end. And he delivers the blow, and he's still running. They'll get him stopped at the 45, but it's a big 15-yard pickup and a 1st down. The Falcons are moving quickly down the field. They'll run play action. Looking for a big gain. And he's got it inside the 10. Stopped at the 3, but it'll be enough to give them a 1st and goal.
Love the play call here by the offensive coordinator. You can snip it. You can smell in the air. Blood in the water. Now we're taking a shot. You've got the athletes to go execute. Just dial it up.
They've hit him with back-to-back chunk plays. Now it's 1st and goal. Wide receiver coming across in motion. Quarterback touch pass on the jet sweep. How about that defense getting back there? He'll lose a couple.
Well, I love the aggressive nature of the defense on that play. Everybody playing with eye discipline. They saw the pre-snap motion. They knew who had the football. And you saw guys play with excellent instinct, running downhill and making a tackle.
He'll run it to the right here and try to get it into the end zone. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Falcons.
And this running back is so dangerous down close to the end zone. He's got wiggle, he's got great vision and burst, and he showed all of those attributes right there.
After that latest answer tied things up, just about set to kick it away again. And he takes this from inside the 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Offense set on 1st down. They'll come out on this drive and let it rip. That's caught. It's Ingram. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that 1st down marker. Sometimes it's easy for the receiver to get lost running a drag through all that traffic, Jesse.
Yeah, and this is a receiver too, Reese, who's dangerous once he has the football in his hand. So I like the idea on offense of trying to get this guy the ball quickly to see what he can do once he has it.
And he's brought to the ground, but not before he gets enough for the first down.
All right, well, look, I know the defense was feeling real good about their run D coming into this one and how they've been playing up to this point. But finally, David, the offense breaks through and they finally generate something positive on the ground.
And I can't tell you how easy it is. When you're going to throw the ball consistently, and I know it, I'm going to pin my ears back, and I'm going to get to the quarterback. It makes life really easy on the defensive line. But when you can have balance, now the defense doesn't know what's coming. They need more of this if they're going to be successful on offense.
After losing a couple on that last play, here's 2nd and 12. Receivers telling the quarterback what they see. On 2nd down, wants to throw. And the pass hits, picked off. Even with minimal gain on the return, they're working with a short field from the 36.
You know, I like the decision by the quarterback in terms of where he was going with the ball. Just don't like the accuracy. That was not good location on the throw. Got away from him a little bit, and the defense able to come up with a big pick.
Receiver on the move gets the touch pass. Second down here, and maybe they've got time to get one more snap off before the 2-minute warning. We'll take a quick break here. 2 minutes to play in the first half. And now on 2nd down for this offense. He's looking to throw. Using the back as a receiver on the screen. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Nice job by the defense on that play, sniffing out the screen pass. They had their eye on the ball. They were able to rally to the running back, gain of no yards.
Buys a little time. The quarterback scrambled around, but the defense able to scramble him and turn it into a sack. And the Falcons line up to punt it away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. And it looks as if this one's going to carry into the end zone for a touchback. And the offense takes the field ready to go back to work. After that last pick, David, they really need to take care of the ball this time.
No doubt. And Palmer, I want to know what Spurrier said to you on the sideline after a pick.
Do that again, and you'll be right here beside me for the rest of the game. You got to go out. You got to call your plays. And I hope this coaching staff isn't going to be afraid to throw it this drive.
When you play zone and you drop back, you're dropping back to a spot. And that means there's going to be holes. And the quarterback has to do a good job of reading it, seeing it, throwing it between those holes. He does a really nice job there. Makes the defense pay for playing zone coverage.
Pressure coming. Fires to the wideout. How about that play to get a hand in there and force the incompletion?
This defense is heating up. They got an interception the last possession. You could tell breaking on the football really, really well. Seeing where the quarterback's throwing it, going to try to get it. Got another hand on it. Almost had another interception.
And he'll find enough running room to get it just short of midfield at the 49. Third down after the run. From the gun, wants to pass. Catch in the middle, it's Ingram. They'll immediately call timeout.
Wow, and what a great job by that quarterback, finding his open receiver on third down. You know, guys, one of the most telling stats at the end of the game is third down conversion percentage. If you're a great third down team, it's invaluable to your offensive success, and that's why teams drill third down so much in practice.
To the ground with the back. Really nice stop there from this senior leader. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half, maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Looking to pass on second down. A shot toward the end zone. And it's caught for the touchdown.
And this quarterback really does a great job of seeing the defense, seeing what kind of coverage they're in. And I think when this offense goes empty and they spread the defense out, it just makes it so much more simple for the QB to see what the defense is doing pre-snap and then post-snap. You can tell he's playing in a great rhythm right now because he's seeing the field, and these empty sets are really helping him out.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. They'll knock him down, and that'll take us to halftime. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Guys, time for everyone inside that stadium to take a deep breath and digest what we just saw. And it's been said football is a game of inches, and guess what? Based on the comparison between third down conversion rate today and the average yard per play, how can you argue that? I mean, the low-lying fruit is to look at some of the explosive plays we've seen and panic. But really, this game is going to come down to which team is more efficient when they have the ball and how they play when it matters most. And with that, let's send it back to the fellas at Arizona Stadium.
All right, Kevin, about ready to get things cranked back up here. The Falcons will kick it away to crank up the second half. On the run from inside his own 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. Here comes the offense onto the field again. They got plenty done through the air in the first half, and we'll see if they even need to look for balance as we start the third quarter.
Well, and I think defensively, you understand, like, the running game isn't a big part of the plan. I wonder how they adjust and play more coverage to this pass-happy offense.
Yeah, so you're going to have to be ready if you're a quarterback then. You're probably going to see some different coverages. You might see a little bit more blitz in the second half as well, so you have to know where your answers are.
6-yard pickup on first down leaves them with 2nd and 4. They'll go to the counter. He stopped after getting a yard out to the 30.
This offensive line better figure out a plan for this D tackle. He is tough to block with one guy. You might want to start double teaming him. He's going to be a problem moving forward. You saw all of his ability on that last play.
Ball sitting right at the 30. It'll be 3rd and short. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. Just destroying his way through the field. And he found plenty of running room on that one before the defense was finally able to get him down.
This is going to be a big key for him, David, with the lead here in the second half, running the football, right? Staying on the field and bleeding the clock.
Yeah, run the football. You're ahead. You can be a little bit more conservative. But again, this opens up the pass. This keeps everything in balance for this offense.
Makes the grab. It's hot. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down.
Well, you're seeing the balance this offense has and how they can create explosive plays in a variety of ways. We just saw one come in the run game, and now you see one coming in the passing game. I'll tell you, they've got this defense on their heels.
And he's running in the open. He's in for the touchdown. When that receiver got free, it was all over.
And it's so nice to have a receiver like this as a quarterback because you had my stats. I like those long touchdown passes where I just threw it really short and he did the rest of the work.
We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Guys, let's take a look at what's happening in a great college football matchup. ULM is currently trailing in this one, but it feels like the tide may be turning. These Warhawks have picked themselves up before, and they're capable of it again today. It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to Louisiana. Just another week of college football where we've come to expect the unexpected. Fellas?
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Danced his way through traffic. Pick up a 4 to the 19.
Small gain, I know. But again, the defense knows he's going to run the football. He's willing to run the football, not just drop back and pass. Make him honor the run game. You got to do a lot of this.
Out of the gun, the running back has it. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. And the Falcons headed quickly to the line. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. It's caught. Now they'll really try to get this drive going. Good execution on 3rd down as they have it 1st and 10 at the 31.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown, but that was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm, and what better way than converting on 3rd down. Awesome job by the quarterback getting through his progression.
Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. He's looking to throw. Makes a grab over the middle. They make the stop, but the sweet throw and catch is plenty to give them a 1st down. The Falcons are moving quickly down the field. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Burr. And the big fella couldn't elude the cornerback who makes a sure tackle.
Well, I know the tight end did some good things after the catch, but got to give the quarterback credit, too, for the location of the throw. Because he put it out in front of his big man, he was able to make the catch and accelerate, creating some distance there between him and the defense.
Moving the running back, forcing the defense to adjust. Breaks the tackle. Showed off just about every move in the book, except the forward move. Stopped for a short gain. DB's right up on the receivers. They'll try to bully their way for the 1st. They get him on the ground, but it's a 1st down.
And another nice gain by the offense. All right, defense. We got to change something up here. They're putting a big drive together, play after play, having a lot of success. How do we break the rhythm? How do we give them something that can create a tackle for a loss or a sack or something?
And the quarterback was trying to extend the play, and the defense brought it to a close. Classic pressure coming from the defense's right side, and they get the quarterback to the turf.
And that's what those defensive ends in a 4-3 do. Those guys know how to get after the quarterback, play on an edge. Nice job rushing the passer, getting off the football, and getting to the QB and getting him on the ground.
They'll get him on the ground after a pickup of 3 to the 28. And this offense just can't afford not to get the 1st down here. Unleashes one deep. And it's caught. Touchdown, BG. Well, I'm not sure who was closer to the receiver there, the defensive backs or us here in the booth.
That was great execution on offense. Receiver wins the route one-on-one, shows off his speed, gets himself wide open. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that ball. Nice job.
Bringing it back. They get him on the ground, and that'll be the final play of this 3rd period. One more period to go to see who can make the winning plays and come home with the victory. They'll start the drive here with 1st down to open this period. Use the play fake, now to throw. Starts to scramble to the left. That's reeled in, it's Wicks. And he was loose and in the open field and on his way. A tremendous pickup on that one.
This offense is not letting up, guys. They've got a lead here late, and they are still taking shots. They're still looking for explosive plays. This defense just has not had an answer here all game long.
They'll keep it on the ground, trying to milk the clock. A confident, tough, efficient run gets it up to the 44.
At this point of the game, the offense has the lead, and the offensive coordinator knows they want to keep running the football. So he's going back, he's looking at his playlist, and he's saying, which runs work the best for me in this game? What can I lean on right here to make sure we win this one?
Got 6 on 1st down. Now a lot of options on 2nd and 4. They go to the ground. Smashes through. How about the patience from this sophomore to hunt that green grass?
When the running back gets going and gets ahead of steam like that, So hard to get to the ground. That's why you blitz. That's why you bring pressure. That's why you bring more guys in the box so you can get him before he gets going. But once he got going, you could tell it was hard to get a hand on him, hard to get him to the ground.
They'll go to the ground. And they'll bring him down after a short pickup.
Well, this offense thinks that they have enough left in the tank here to run the football and run all the time off the clock. They got the lead late. Didn't get the first down on that last one, but it's not going to surprise anybody if they turn around and hand it off again here.
On second down, he'll let it fly. They're working that left side. And they'll finally catch up to him, but not before a big chunk of yardage is picked up.
I think most offenses around the country in a situation like this with the lead late would be trying to run the football, right, or throw it short and try to bleed the clock. But this offense, man, it's still pedal to the metal. They're looking for chunk play opportunities.
They've moved it to the 19, 1st and 10. The give to the back. And they'll wrestle him to the ground after a short gain. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Motion from the offense. Calls his own number. The offense coughs it up. And what a fortuitous turn of events to get that football back. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. And as they come to the line, they have the lead and they have the clock on their side. 1st and goal. It's complete to the right. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go. That penalty moves the ball back 10 yards. We'll replay the down. So close to cashing it in for this offense. Out of the gun, looking to throw. And it's intercepted. A huge fourth-quarter play for this defense. And he's brought down after the pick, but not before putting his offense in business. Line gets set, 1st down. He's going to pass. Quickly out to the tight end. This guy just oozes toughness when he runs, bangs his way to the 20. Clock's running, and they'll try to get to the line, warp speed for 2nd down. He's looking to throw. He's got it. And chunk plays are the name of the game, and they get one here before the defense finally makes the stop. Trying to find his man on 1st down. Hauls it in. And they'll finally bring him down after he rips off a huge play. Everybody has to be set. They have to get it off. To the air on 1st down. Throws to the tight end. Got a wide open receiver. And he scoots out of bounds, picks up the 1st down, gets the clock stopped, and now they're in business in plus territory.
That's what's so scary about this offense. They've got guys in the perimeter that can change the game in one single play, and you saw it right there. Too much speed on the perimeter to create that explosive play.
They're going to throw it again. Fires into the end zone. And it's incomplete as he was trying to finish the drive with a score.
That ball hit him right in a bad spot, right in the hands. Really unfortunate he didn't come down with that.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. He's looking to throw. Got it! And he won't be able to push his way in. He stopped at the 1.
It's really nice when you're an offensive coach and you can basically attack the whole field. You've got an arm like this and you can just put it on a line. It's really nice to have that.
A touchdown here on 3rd and goal. Into the end zone for a touchdown. And now just 1 point away from a tie.
Massive score, now massive decision making. Obviously, extra point ties the football game. Easy peasy, nice job. A 2-point conversion, you win this thing. So I would kick it, but you know what? If you want to go for it, that's your decision.
Here comes the kickoff as we are all tied up in the 4th quarter. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. All right, guys, so here's the offense back on the field again. There's enough time to get the ball down the field here, David, but you've got to make sure you're efficient and avoid mistakes.
Yeah, and those 2-minute drills, you always talk about the first down, Jesse. Get that first down, stop the clock, get some momentum going on offense.
Yeah, and good decision-making by the quarterback, too, right? You don't have to be greedy in this situation. Just take what the defense gives you and get yourself in position to win.
After the big play to start, now they are on the move at their own 45. Wide out in motion. He'll come out throwing on 1st down. He's going up top. And he reels it in at the 15-yard line. Bounces into the end zone for a touchdown.
Man, and just what the doctor ordered. You needed a big play to go out there and try to take the lead, and you find your receiver out wide. He runs by the DB. Nice throw, nice catch. You got the lead.
Now that they have the lead, this kickoff unit has to stay in their lane, create some field position, and hand it over to the defense. On the move from inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Bowling Green has it back. The Falcon offense will go to work. And they're going to have to fight this defense, and they're also up against it with time, Jesse.
Yeah, no doubt, Reese. And this quarterback now, he's going to have to show off his poise, David. They practice these late-game situations, but how's this guy going to respond?
And I got a little bit of time to work with here, so I watch the defense, and if they're going to drop back and play real conservative like they tend to do late in the game, let's get a few shots over the middle first before we have to take that deep shot.
Here's a throw downfield late. And they wanted it all on that incomplete pass. Instead, they're looking at 3rd down.
I'll tell you, this offense just can't afford too many more incompletions because time's running out in the game. They need big plays in the passing attack, vertically down the field, and they've got to score some touchdowns.
On 3rd down, going up top. Fires it incomplete.
Well, they're down a possession, and they're on their own side of the 50, so they need a big one right here. They've just thrown 3 straight incompletions, but it just takes one. It just takes one big play down the field to all of a sudden get that momentum and that juice flowing again to give yourselves a chance to win.
Trailing by a possession, they need to keep the ball. They'll try to convert on 4th down. He's got it, and they convert. The offense gets the timeout. 12 ticks left on the clock. Sometimes we don't give enough credit to a receiver knowing exactly where he needs to be on the field, and they pick up the 1st down there.
Yeah, and you've got to give the receiver credit, obviously knowing where that is, but the defender needs to know where it is too. Where is he trying to get? That ball's going to come out quick. He didn't really understand where the sticks were.
And the defense gets to the quarterback. Let's see what they've got on 2nd down. It came down to the final quarter. Clutch plays, guys delivered, and they get the close win.
Yeah, Reese, big-time players make big plays in big games, and that's what happened in this circumstance. As a coaching staff, David, you love this. You know that you have confidence in your guys to go out and be able to execute when it matters the most.
Correct, and you don't know until the games, right? You don't know when those moments present themselves. How are they going to handle it? Great job handling a close game, executing down the stretch like they needed to.
That's going to do it for us from here. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football. Welcome to Buffalo, New York, and UB Stadium, home of the Buffalo Bulls, where the fans know that no one circles the wagons like the Buffalo Bulls. Today, an intra-conference battle between a couple of MAC rivals. And the Bulls will kick it away first. From inside his own 10, he'll try to help out their field position. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Okay, so here comes the offense for the first time today. And here he is, guys. Anytime he takes the field, he is in complete control of this offense.
And David, he gives defensive coordinators nightmares because of his ability. They're going to have a hard time slowing him down.
No, he just doesn't have those weaknesses, those flaws, the whole playbook available, and he is a dude.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense, catching the football.
And the short completion brings up second down. He's looking to throw. Just goes right through the wicket and brings up third down. Man, he will be thinking about that one. They line up, and it is a long way to the sticks from here. On third and long, try to convert through the air. Makes a connection. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line. First down here for the offense. They'll run it from the gun. Oh, it's on the ground. High ball. Oh, it looks as if the defense got it.
Well, football in the snow oftentimes is more fun for fans watching than it is for players out there on the field, because it is hard to hold on to the football like that guy just found out right there.
Timeout here as this coach is challenging the call. He wants to give the replay booth the chance to have another look. This coach wanted to be absolutely certain on a challenge. He was right. The previous play will be overturned. This offense has a second down play. From the gun. Give on the inside. Tackle is made, but not until he gets the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Fires on the move. Got his man. They've got it inside the 30. They'll mark it at the 28. It's first down.
That is a beautiful throw. We were all talking coming into this game. We weren't sure if anyone was going to be able to complete a pass because of these conditions. And as a quarterback, when you're throwing in the snow, the ball's slick. Anyone running around, it's hard to get in and out of breaks. But those two guys were on the same page right there, coming up with a huge play in the inclement weather.
And they'll bring him down, but not before he picks up the first down.
And these touch passes, it's so hard because there's always action off of it, right? If I fake this pass and I can run it up the gut or I can throw it and I just spread me out and make me defend so many things. And you could tell they got on the edge quickly, got the big first down.
You know, I really like this QB running the football because I know he's got a lot of speed, but he's not the biggest guy in the world. So he's not going to be able to break a lot of tackles. You really got to do a good job of trying to scheme ways to get him out in more space.
Give him about a yard on the play. It's down at the 10. Not a lot of ground to cover and not much to defend. A big third down in the red zone. From the gun, wants to pass. Can't make the connection on third down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's fourth down. They're happy enough to try to take the points as the field goal unit heads out. Absolutely perfect. And with that, they break the seal on the scoring. It's 3-0. They were able to get a field goal on the board, and now they'll kick it away. The returner will field it and try to set up his offense in great field position. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Offense in the sumo set with the big boys. Power football with the run. Stopped at the 25 after a 5-yard gain. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Now the play fake. Just a short pass to the tight end. And gang tackling on this dude is a good idea. They needed it, but he still got the first down.
And that's why they got to keep running the football, man, because play action is going to be a big part of this game plan. You've got to get this tight end over the middle of the field vertically and give him an opportunity because you just saw how dangerous he is after the catch.
And this set of downs gets started from the 33, 1st and 10. Unloads to the wideout. Can't hang on across the middle on first down, and maybe he was worried about the shot he was going to take.
Obviously, when you're playing in weather like this, the ball is very slippery and it's hard to catch. The QB threw a bullet that time, and his receiver just could not reel it in.
They'll throw again after the incompletion. They're bringing heat. That pressure got to him, and he just had to chuck it out of bounds. Third down conversions are a huge stat, and this one would be a doozy if they can pull it off. From the gun, wants to pass. Grabbed in the middle, it's Myers. And he gets it done on third down. They move the chains, and they'll mark it at the 44.
Third down, the focus of the defense has to shift. It has to change. We have to understand now exactly where the sticks are. We can't give up those plays for them to get beyond the sticks and get those first downs.
They'll leave it with him. Couldn't ask for much more there. A first down, and they're down to the 42.
I'll tell you what, a few more runs like that, and defensively you start thinking more guys in the box, more big guys. I better stop this guy because he's unbelievable. Just a great job breaking off the big run, and the OC is going to give him the ball some more.
Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Finds a man in the middle. That is exactly what you're looking for when you talk explosive plays. The defense finally able to make the stop. The Bulls have it with a 1st and 10. The corners are walked up tight. They'll try the run. Noses his way forward, maybe gets one. They'll mark it at the 18. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Trying play action. He's got the tight end. They get him on the ground, and with that, we'll head to the second quarter. Now facing a third down as they line up after the break. They'll stick to the ground looking for the marker. He's out of bounds, but not before picking up enough for the first down.
Offenses that are great on third downs, what do? Most of the time? They keep it in manageable situations where they're not predictable, not just dropping back to pass. They do it here on third and short. They convert. This offense has been so efficient on third downs.
Into the house. Touchdown, Buffalo! That touchdown was a clinic in keeping your offense on the field and wearing the other defense out.
Sometimes your best defense is your own offense. Being able to stay on the field. You're absolutely right, Reese. That was a clinic. Running the ball, playing at great rhythm and pace. QB making good, smart decisions and not shooting yourselves in the foot. No penalties, no turnovers. It doesn't get any better than that last drive.
On first down, here comes this offense. They'll give it to the back. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
And a great job by the linebacker. You could tell starting to crowd the line of scrimmage, get up there in the line of scrimmage, see it, diagnose it, get in the backfield, get the running back on the ground for the tackle for the loss.
Pocket starts to collapse. And the sack all the way back at the 5.
And he gets home again, continuing his production. Last week, 2 sacks. This week, already a sack in the first half. This guy has been on a sack terror.
This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on third and long. He'll try to loosen him up from deep in his own end. He's got it on the right. And they'll do more than move the chains. They'll move that thing more than 30 yards down the field before he's finally stopped.
It's a beautiful pass and catch. I love the job the quarterback does manipulating the defense with his eyes. He froze that safety, and that allowed his receiver more room to work his route.
Running back searching for a hole. They finally get him on the ground, but the big running play moves the change for the first down.
Well, with the weapons this offense has, you knew it was just a matter of time in the run game before someone was going to break a long one. They'd just been running into a wall. They just couldn't seem to find their creases and get enough movement up front, but they finally got it there, picking up the first. Let's see what happens next.
Going up top on first down. Got it set up on the outside. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense. New set of downs after that completion. That was just a perfectly choreographed screen. The line got out on time. The running back had a wall in front of it.
And I think the quarterback did a really good job of selling pass and then kind of dodging the pass rush, getting it to the running back, and then let him do the rest. You got him in space, he'll pick up yards in a hurry.
They make the stop, but not before they do their work up top and pick up a first down.
Well, we see another catch by this guy. This defense is going to need to do a better job of tackling the catch. In coverage, I know they want to slap the ball away, but if you can't do it and force the incompletion, you've got to at least make sure you're able to drag him down to the ground as soon as he catches the ball.
Wide open downfield. The stop is made, but this offense is threatening. First and goal from the 9. And guys, how much better does it feel if you go to that locker room with a lead? They have a chance to do it here.
And listen, you get zone coverage and you can hit that curl route and he comes open continually. Keep hitting it. This might be a play to come back to.
Well, they're trying to run the football there, just nowhere to go. They got dominated up front at the point of attack.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. The offense showing motion from the tight end, trying to get a read on the D. And he'll take it in for a touchdown. The field position was bad. The finish was great. Great way to answer that poor field position.
Poor field position, no problem. How about it? Great job by the offensive coordinator. This offense getting in a good rhythm early, even backed up, even in a predictable situation. Great job coming out.
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Georgia has the lead right now, but they have not been able to separate themselves just yet between the hedges of Sanford Stadium. They're up by a field goal over Florida. We've got our eye on things here and everything else going on right now, and any updates, you'll see them here, guys.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Wide receiver now comes in motion. Wants to throw on first down. Receiver looks it in. It's complete. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down.
Well, the defense did a nice job taking everything away down the field, but once the drag route was caught, they just couldn't rally to the ball carrier in time to make a tackle, and as a result, new set of downs.
Picked off. Going the other way, and he's got room. Finds the finish line for the touchdown. What a play by this defense with the pick six.
And how about the defender? Exactly what you're supposed to do. Breaks on the football, makes the interception. Everybody on defense, we turn to offense. Go lay some blocks so my guy can get it and take it back to the house.
They got the late touchdown on the board, now about to kick it away and hoping the defense can keep them from answering. From inside his own 15, looking for room. Able to find enough room to get it out across the 25. He's brought down at the 26. The Buffalo offense headed back to the field. So late in the half, this is really an opportunity, David, maybe to swing the momentum in their favor.
Dang right. There's no time to be conservative. We're a little bit down. Listen, I just think this is a point with the offense that they can prove. Like, we're here, we're going to create something now that we can build on in the second half.
Coach said all week he wanted to be aggressive. This is a great opportunity to show that right now. At the end of the first half, try and generate some momentum, score some points before going into halftime.
There's a timeout called as this offense tries to find a way to draw a little closer. Got 5 wideouts spread across the field on 2nd and 5. He's looking to throw. Got his man quickly. Great to have perfect blocking, but you can also make your own, and that's exactly what he does, getting it up to the 36. Offense breaks the huddle on 3rd down. Looking to throw for it. Unloads to the right. It's caught. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half.
Well, in that down and distance, the quarterback's got to get rid of it so quickly, right? He knows the defense is going to be bearing down on him, so a nice job catching the gun snap and then turning and pivoting, getting it out of his hands quickly and accurately to pick up the first.
Makes the catch. It's Booth. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. Quick tempo, no huddle offense. 2nd down, clock's running. He's looking to throw. Finds the tight end. And that defense doesn't allow a cutback, and they get him out of bounds after a short gain.
I like this tight end. He does a really nice job on his route running. He's been beating man coverage. He can find the soft spots and zones. You got to get him involved.
Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. From the gun on 3rd down. That one will be incomplete, and we are down to 10 seconds to go.
Offenses know and work on it all week. 3rd downs. We got to be really, really good. This offense not good on this 3rd down. It could come back to bite them.
They're going to send out the field goal unit, and that kicker will have to launch a rocket. And he missed it. No good. The missed field goal still leaves us with a double-digit deficit. Still a 10-point game.
Listen, he's a guy that makes 60-yarders in practice, so they give him that opportunity with his big leg. He misses it. The opponent didn't set up the return, so they're going to get the football back now. A pretty good field position. There's still a few ticks left on the clock. They've got a chance to steal some points here late in the half.
They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. Just enough time for one final play of the half. Looking to go up top on first down. Trying to get to him. Can't find a receiver, and down goes the quarterback. A sack to punctuate this first half. All lined up and ready to go for a great second half ahead. From a couple of yards deep, he'll bring it out. Pulled down at the 18, and the decision to bring it out of the end zone was not a good one. Buffalo has it back. Let's see what the Bulls offense can do. Down 2 possessions to start this third quarter. They'd love to build some early momentum.
You ain't lying, because you only got so many possessions here in the second half, so now you're down. I got to maximize every single one. Put your best plays together. Start this drive off on a good note.
Yeah, it starts right here. Obviously, you can't get it all back on this drive, but you can create that momentum. You can create something special and some energy, but it's going to start with this offense here executing at a high level.
Man, those are frustrating because you know you're supposed to catch that. You're supposed to secure it. It's going to happen, but it's just frustrating for those receivers. Just tap the chest. My bad, dog.
Out of the gun, they'll run it inside. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
And yeah, that's kind of surprising. And we talked about this before the game. One of the big matchups. Run the football against a defense that's been susceptible against the run throughout the season. But this offense just can't find a way to get it going. And I'm surprised, but now what's your counterpunch? How are you going to get the ground game going? Because so far, not a lot of success.
Just gets rid of it to the running back underneath. And he's able to shed one tackle and pick up pretty good yardage. And the Bulls will line up to punt it away. Finally sending out a punter in this one. Got to make sure they earn their letter. Kicks it high, and it's just hanging there as if it has helium in it and floating down toward the earth. Now this offense is back on the field. They've got it 1st and 10 at the 50. Give to the running back. Oh, gave the defender the business. Make the stop at the 40, but it's a 10-yard gain and a fresh set of downs.
And I don't care if I get it by 2, by 20, by 30, by 40. I just want to get the first down, understanding the situation, understanding where the sticks are. Doesn't have to be sexy, but I got to make sure I get to that stick, get to the first down marker.
And a 9-yard gain on first down leaves him with 2nd and short.
I know it's sexy to throw the football, but if you can pound it away and get these kind of gains, they will just add up, wear the defense down, get first downs, and ultimately get some points.
After the 9-yard pickup on first down, here's 2nd and 1. The give to the tailback. And he's knocked down, but not before moving the chains.
Well, it's not a home run, but it's just enough by the running back to move the chains.
Offense has it at the 28 on first down. Touch pass on the run. Got some room, headed to the goal line. He's run out of bounds after the big gain, and they are in business, 1st and goal.
It's so important this offense is able to get this guy the ball in space, especially on the perimeter of the field. And I love that last play call because he's able to get outside and use his speed. To me, that's where this guy is his most dangerous.
He's got it down to the 1-yard line, right on the doorstep of Pater.
And this is the area of the field where you need a really good back. You can depend on, you can give him the football. He's going to hit a little crease and just lower his shoulder, be physical, be powerful. You saw last week he got a rush.
Bowles his way into the end zone for a touchdown. They've got the lead and trying to put this one in a hammerlock here in week 10.
And you love giving it to the big boy right near the goal line, plowing ahead. You know he's going to put 2 hands on the football, lower his shoulder. 2nd and goal. You don't need 3rd and goal, thanks to the big fella.
He'll start the return inside his 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. The Buffalo offense headed back to the field. After giving up that score, now it's incumbent on this offense to kind of get a back and forth going, Jesse, in this game.
They got to put some points on the board here. There's obviously a lot of football to go, so it's not necessarily panic time just yet, but I'm getting the ball into the hands of my best playmakers on this drive.
I hear you, Jesse, but not panic time. Have you seen my defense? I mean, I'm not trusting them to get a lot of stops, so it puts a lot of pressure on this offense.
They'll go right back to him. Nifty run there. Pickup of 6 out to the 25.
See, they need more runs like that. It's been so few and far between. Defensively, they've been in position. They've been winning their one-on-one battles, getting off of blocks and rallying to the ball carrier. This defense has done a nice job slowing down the run game thus far.
Touch pass on the jet sweep. Oh, look out. There he goes. He's inside the 40. He just brought some serious energy, making that huge play and getting it all the way down to the 23-yard line. Man, oh man, contact was optional. It was like the back was engaging in a lot of social distancing or something.
Yeah, that was way too easy. Defense is about funneling the ball to the unblocked defender. You could tell they didn't have a clue what was going on. They got to get the ball turned. You can't let him run north-south and try to get him downhill like that, especially with that kind of speed.
The Bulls are on the move. They'll ride the hot hand. And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Buffalo. Got to start cutting into this lead somewhere. Now the question, will they have enough time?
But that's step one. You got to get that first score. You got to get back in the ball game and get some of that momentum back on your side. You still got more work to do, but step one accomplished.
Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. Looking for an alley from inside his own 10. And good work by the coverage team to get the return man down on the ground. And now this offense will take the field again. Jesse looking to take it down the field for back-to-back touchdowns.
I think it's really important for them moving forward, too, to have a lot of balance, right? You want to be able to keep this defense guessing, Pollack.
Yeah, and you got me searching for answers after that last drive. You stack another drive on top of this, their defense's heads are going to be spinning all over the place.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Give to the running back. Crosses the 30. He's got a lane. And they'll move the chains with the first down, but that might be it for the third quarter. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They'll throw it on first down. Getting some heat. And they got him. They'll get him down for the sack.
I like the defense there and their mentality. After getting gashed on the ground, they just turn the page and they generate the pass rush the very next play.
Big first down sack for the defense. Brings up second down. They'll keep it on the ground. The clock is on their side. Brought down at the 47-yard line after the 15-yard pickup. He now has 79 yards on the ground, and that's just another routine day for this guy who's been among the nation's leaders in rushing all season long. From the 47-yard line on 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. They're trying to get to it. The freshman able to get home with the sack.
When it's a play-action pass, that quarterback, he really has to sell the fake. He can't tell his offensive lineman's getting beat right away while he's selling the fake. He had no shot.
Negative play on first down. That's what a defense always wants. Wants to fire on second down. He's got his man. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down.
I love an offense that wants to stay aggressive. Even when you've got the lead late in a game like this, right, you still try to find your playmakers and get them the ball in space, and that is exactly what this offense is doing.
If they can convert here, that type of play can really give you a shot of momentum. Quarterback flips it ahead quickly to the receiver. He ended up going backwards on the play, and they will not convert that third down.
That's a great job executing up front by the defense. They looked like they were ready for that play, and that was a bit of a more unconventional look from the offense on third down, but the defense was there to make a big stop.
Fourth down, and the punt team sends it the other way. No return coming. He'll call for the fair catch. Buffalo has it back. Let's see what the Bulls offense can do. Man, what a drive last time for the touchdown. That passing attack was lethal, David.
Yeah, and you hear all these stupid commentators like me and Jesse talking about create balance, run and pass. No, when you throw that good, spin the ball around.
So the defense has to find a way to affect the quarterback on this drive because last drive he had way too much time to throw.
The incomplete pass leaves him with second down. He's looking to throw. Just had to get rid of that one. Good job to fight another play. Third and 10, still backed up inside their own 20. This drive hasn't really gotten started. From the gun, wants to pass. Throws to the wideout. Fires the pass. Intercepted. And he's in for the score.
And this is exactly what you dream about for a defense. Forcing the big turnover, making the pick, and then putting points on the board yourself. Great play by the defense.
And that extra point is a big one as they now have a 3-possession, 17-point lead in the fourth. He'll bring it out from inside his own 10. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. The Buffalo offense headed back to the field. Not a lot of hope here, down 3 possessions late.
No, and I love this part as a pass rusher because I'm just pinning my ears back, getting to the quarterback. I know it's a pass every single time. Palmer, I'm trying to pad my stats. I'm sure you're just trying to stay up.
Well, we're definitely just trying to stay alive at this point, but you're also trying to build confidence, too, for your next opponent. If you can find some completions late in the game, even though it looks like you're going to lose it, it's all about building on the good things you do this week so that you're out executing at a higher level the next time.
Makes the catch. It's Harris. They make the stop, but this passing game does some damage, and they move the sticks with the first down. Looking to move it through the air. The sure hands. It's Carter. The offense gets a quick timeout at this point. Every second is precious.
And I think this receiver's forte is his route running. He's a guy that can line up all over the field, but it's not just catching post routes and goes. This guy can run shallows, he can run slants, he can run the option routes and find soft spots in the defense. This guy really has all the routes in his toolbox.
They knock him down at the 40, but he picks up 5, and it'll be enough for a first down. They want to just keep throwing it. Gets open down the middle. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there and still a little ground covered to pick up the first. And he's just going to spike it. They're looking at a third down and short from the 33. From the gun, wants to pass. Got him downfield. And he almost ran away from everybody on that one. A huge pickup on that play. Sprinting to the line to try to get this one off. Clock's running. And they'll spike the ball to try to save as much time as they can. Going to work on second down in the red zone, is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. He's looking to throw. Quickly complete. That throw and catch gets them down to the 6, and the defense is running out of answers. The offense uses a timeout to stop the clock, and they'll get a quick breather. Out of the shotgun on third down. Just threw that one away to avoid disaster.
It's a nice adjustment by the defense here. With a big lead in the game, you're putting extra DBs on the field, knowing the offense has to throw to get back in this one in the fourth quarter. So your best cover guys on the field, and they force an incompletion on the last one.
Might as well go big or go home. They need a touchdown, and it looks like they're on their way home anyway. They'll go for it on fourth down. Pulls it in the end zone. Touchdown, Bulls.
One of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was, we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. When we're taking shots, we need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not. So being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get it. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play, just like he did right there for 6 points.
So, guys, we'll get another look at this offense. They're just going to watch that clock tick down to 0, Jesse, as they run it out here.
It's just a matter of formalities now for this offense. Running the victory formation, go take a shower, talk to coach, go see the parents and girlfriend, and go to dinner.
So frustrating on the other side of the defense, knowing they can't stop the clock, knowing this ball game's over.
Really nice job stopping the run, but the problem is you have 0 timeouts left. You cannot stop the clock right now if you're the defense, so this has got to be excruciating for them. They know the offense is just going to take their time before they snap the ball.
Winning those individual 6-second battles every play, time after time after time after time. And Welcome to the Glass Bowl in Toledo, Ohio, home to the Toledo Rockets. A full house is in store, and so too a terrific matchup in this one. Today, two teams set to square off in a max slugfest. The Rockets will put toe to leather to crank us up. From inside the 10, here he comes. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. And now we'll get a look at this offense for the first time today. When your quarterback takes the field, you want him to look just like this guy, exuding confidence.
Yeah, the it factor. He's the man. Nobody questions it. Everybody on this team knows they've got his back, and he's the leader.
Everybody in this stadium also knows the offense goes as this guy goes. He has got to play well today.
He stopped just a chain link or two away from the first down and sets them up beautifully here. On second down, will they go back to the ground game? The give to the right. Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry. That linebacker was a heat-seeking missile, and the heat that he sought was the ball carrier.
Yeah, great job, great feel. Linebackers are making all the calls in the defense and understanding when I need to come through that gap and come through with bad intentions. Those guys are usually 245 pounds of heat-seeking missile.
And this junior loves to show off that big arm.
It's tough on the defense there. Third down, you're in zone coverage. Everybody's watching the quarterback, and you're trying to make a break on the ball, but he just got it out of his hands too quickly, and the throw was too accurate. Really nothing you can do there, and it's now...
The expressway is wide open. Huge plays like that can change the complexion of a game, and he's got it at the 22-yard line.
This guy is really unique. Top 5 in the country running the football right now, and I love the way this offense gets him involved. They're able to move him around a little bit. They change up the schemes, but the big key every week, get him the ball, let him go to work.
He's looking to throw it. And it's picked off. He'll try to take it back. The 40. Inside the 30. He's at the 10. And he has taken it all the way back. Touchdown, Toledo.
And they come up with a huge pick 6, and that is one of the reasons this defense has been so dominant all season long. They don't give up big plays, but they take the football away. And once they do, they've got better athletes than you do. They're hard to bring down. They can flip the game on a dime.
The ball squirts through the end zone. That'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. Looking for a productive play on first down. Fast motion from the offense. Touch pass on the jet sweep. And he doesn't find much running room. A short gain on the play.
Well, and on these little push passes, timing is so important. You're trying to snap it right as he's getting a full head of steam. When he gets the ball, he's hitting the outside, and David, it puts the defense in such a difficult spot.
You immediately have to be rotating when you see that motion, so everybody's got to communicate and kind of bump over. That's why offenses love to run it. It makes the defense communicate and see if you can just get him out of a spot.
They pick up the first down on the drag route. Good job by the receiver knowing it was man coverage. If he's looking, he's booking. He gave his quarterback the eyes right away that says, hey, I'm not stopping. Put it out in front of me. I'm getting this first down.
Still looking on the move. Turns it on in midfield.
And you're seeing here the difficulties defenses have trying to contain this guy. If you leave a lane open or you don't sack him right away, you allow him to get outside the pocket, he is going to take off, and he is very difficult to tackle in the open field. He's got running back-like ability out in space.
Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down.
Well, the offensive line has got to give him at least a little bit of time to survey the field. He had no chance that time, getting hit almost immediately after he got the ball.
Maybe a little frustrated after that last incompletion. It's 2nd and 10 from the 38. Going to try to pop one on the screen. Across the 25, he's got room. He's run out of bounds, but not before turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down.
Hey, man, sometimes you get the perfect play call at the perfect time. That time the defense blitzing, offensive line allowed everybody to run upfield, and they slip in the running back screen, and behind it there was nobody there to make a tackle, and this offense generates a massive play.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now, listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
The inside handoff. Brought down after a pickup of 2 to the 19.
Well, man, there's some big hitting going on in the trenches right now. This defense, they take a lot of pride in stopping the run. Let's keep our eye on them throughout the course of the game and see if they can contain this running attack.
On third down, he drops to throw. Quarterback now on the run, still looking. Got a man, it's Wicks. And Shore tackling there to keep him from getting to the first down marker. And on fourth down, they'll try to put 3 on the board. It is good. So after the made field goal, they'll kick it away and rely on their defense. And he takes this from inside the 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. The Rockets offense has its first opportunity of the day. One thing to watch, can this guy get in the quarterback's head and make him take a peek at the rush, David?
Dang, Skippy, that's what you want to do. You want to make this guy a little bit more human and not as much of a game breaker at the quarterback spot. Get some pressure on him, hit him a few times.
He's one of the best quarterbacks in the country, but he can't hurt you if he's laying on his back, and this defensive end can put him there often.
And they'll move the chains, and a good way to wrap up the first quarter. Guys, that's the end of the quarter, and Toledo has the lead. And we've come to the end of the first as we take a moment to check out the stats so far. First down to start the drive after the break. He wants to throw. Bought a little time, lets it go. Makes the grab. Smashes through. And a pickup of better than 30 yards on that completion before the defense brings him down.
Well, after that last play, you can see how electrifying this guy is and how special he is after he makes the catch. If I'm on offense, I'm trying to find a lot of ways to get him touches in this game.
This attack so lethal with that big play capability. Now 1st and 10 from the 29. Makes the grab. And the defense had that one well covered. Just a short game there.
Nice job by the fullback on that play. Was in pass protection first. He saw he could release out of the backfield, become a viable target for the quarterback, and gains a couple yards.
Off play action. Lets it fly deep downfield. And into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Rockets. They'll try to add another to their lead. The kick is up and good, and put one more on the lead. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they finish the deal with a 26-yard touchdown pass. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Guys, this offense coming back out onto the field. It's always great to get points on a drive, but it would behoove them to try to get a touchdown this time around, Palmer.
They may have to get out of their comfort zone here too, David, a little bit and just start being more aggressive and take some chances, but that's what's going to have to happen for them to win this game.
Yeah, and when you're losing, obviously everything gets heightened. Everything becomes more critical. This drive is crucial because you've got to cut into this deficit and put some points on the board.
With the first down, they'll put it in play from the 33. They think they can create space here with the run to the right. Just willed his way for a couple out to the 35. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. He's looking to throw. Fires to the big fella. And he laid the lumber to stop him from getting the first down. You know, David, this is really what game managing is. Nice pickup on second down to help them on the next play.
Yeah, I think people look at that negative sometimes, finding a quarterback that's a game manager. No, use your brain. Set up good situations. I'm way more successful when I can keep those sticks at a more manageable situation, and I'm not as predictable on a third down.
And that's got to feel good if you're the offense, because third down has been a bit of a problem all season long, but you love the way they're executing at this point, finding ways to keep the chains moving.
They finally make the stop, but the big run is plenty to move those sticks for the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Wide receiver shows motion. They'll throw it on first down. Going for it all. He caught it. And he wanted the score badly, but the defense wrestles him down at the 2. The huge play got him on the porch, but now they got a kick in the door. They're going to run it. Saunters into the end zone for a touchdown.
And that's a nice drive, a nice physicality, punching it in with the run game. And here's the thing. I like where this offense is going. Nice job creating some momentum, going into the half, cutting down the lead. This thing could get really exciting. Nice job answering the bell right before the half.
About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. Here's the return from inside his 10. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. The Rockets offense is back on the field. You want to talk about answering each other's score. That's what we have going on right now, Jesse.
Yeah, and this offense, it's been impressive just seeing how well they've been executing, too, because they're playing with a sense of urgency, David. They know they've got to go score a touchdown every time they take the field.
It's like a tennis match. You're just trying to break serve at some point, just back and forth. Both offenses having a lot of success in this football game.
He's looking for an open man on second down. Got his man on the right. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker.
Good play by the defense. Way to wrap them up. Way to know where the sticks are. Now puts you in a successful position for third down. Now you can break out the fun packages, the blitzes, putting more speed, more little fast guys on the field.
It's caught downfield. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains.
Yeah, and you've seen these curl routes. This is a timing route. Understanding the ball's got to come out of my hand right when it hits the top of that curl. Nice job by the QB finding him. Nice catch.
Got a man. Gets it to the 46-yard line. First down for this offense.
All right, defense. It ain't working, right? We're stringing together several first downs here. We're going to need to change this up, find something we can disrupt the quarterback and mess up this offense a little bit.
Finds his man. It's Williams. They stop him just short of the first down, but it will be 2nd and inches coming up. The offense will quickly use a timeout. And still a few inches short of the sticks as they come to the line for second down. He's looking to throw. Fires to the wideout. He's got it. A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the first down.
And this defense, they have got to get better in coverage if they want to get off the field anytime soon. You keep defending like that, this offense might hang 50 on you by the end of the game.
Comes out throwing on first down. Catch in the middle, it's Williams. They make the stop right there. Good pickup, it's still short of the first down. Now here on second down, see if they keep tossing it around. He's looking to throw. Gets it to the back. And that defensive penetration gave him no chance, and he is ridden out of bounds. Ball's at the 25. They're in field goal range, but they'd love to convert this 3rd and short. From the gun, wants to pass. He's right on target. They'll immediately call timeout.
Defenses throughout the week study every third down situation. You got to be ready for what they do, how they do it, and then be able to adjust Great job by the offense so far having success.
And the Rockets come to the line with a fresh set of downs. From the red zone, looking for a receiver. Throws for the tight end. And it's picked off at the goal line. That's a way to make a stand. Looking for more room. He's at the 40. And they make the play to stop the scoring opportunity just before the end of the half.
Not only do they get the interception, but they're able to get a huge return. Remember, this team practices this all week, right? Once they get the interception, they've got guys turning their heads, and they're looking for blocks. They're looking for people to get a hat on down the field. And with that INT, they now flip it. That could be a big point swing in this game.
Looking for an open area to his left. No more time to throw. Quarterback is sacked at the 35. A timeout is called as this offense tries to find a way to get more points on the board before the half. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. A little pre-snap eye candy for the defense. Coming after it. Got his man down the middle. Corralled and brought down by the defense. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. They'll have just enough time to get one more snap before the half. He'll throw on third down. Working the middle, it's complete. They make the stop at the 5-yard line, but they've got it first and goal. We've got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. And in the closing moments of the first half, they'll try to put a 3 spot on the board. And the kicker delivers the 3 to salvage that drive. Got things teed up and just about ready to go here in the second half. And he passes on the touchback. Here he comes. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. Toledo has the ball. Here comes the offense. Line gets set. First down. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Finds his tight end. And he might be known for run fits, but that was a sure and heavy tackle on the tight end. Now on second down after the short completion. He's looking to throw. And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. Third down coming.
That's what I'm talking about. That is how you close. And when a guy's going to make a catch, you make sure he doesn't make it. Physicality, using your pads, running through them. And guess what? Not only this play does he feel it.
Nothing but green ahead at the 20. And he'll run it into the end zone. Touchdown, Toledo.
This offense is high octane, boy. You just saw it. Not a lot of time needed for them to go all the way and score 6. Well done.
And they kick it through for the extra point, and they have an 8-point lead. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. On the run from inside his own 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Here comes the offense onto the field again. Always good to get points on a drive, David, but chip shot field goals can leave you a little empty.
And I think it's great to get points, but the great teams get touchdowns in the red area. You got to get out there this time and execute a little better on this drive.
You're absolutely right, David. And generally, the best red zone offenses are the ones that run the ball the best. So let's see if they can be a little bit more physical on this drive.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. They'll go right back to the run. And he runs through one tackle and picks up a few.
This defense has got to get better at tackling in the open field or game tackling, because if you need 3 or 4 guys to bring a guy down, have fun with that.
Facing a 3rd down and short from the 26. Wide receiver coming across in motion. This quarterback part of their running game. And a really nice run and pick up there before the defense avoided disaster and stopped the really big play. The offense lines up at the 40. They've got a 1st down. He's going to pass. It's complete on the right side. Really nice job there by both guys to throw and the catch to work that defense and get the 1st down. They might have the defense's head spinning a little bit now. Hit them with a big run, now they hit them with a big pass.
Man, it's so hard to defend both. You know that. Which coverage do I want to put? Do I want to put more people in the box to stop the run? When you've got this kind of balance on offense, the defense can't be right.
They'll run it out of the shotgun. Solid fundamentals on that tackle from this freshman. Got 3 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 7. The option look. Now the pitch. He's run out of bounds, but he's got enough to move the sticks. He now has 80 yards rushing, and that should be no surprise. He's been among the nation's elite all season. They're lining up on 1st and 10 from the 38. Use the play fake, now to throw. Slings it downfield. He's got an open man. And it is a chunk play, a huge gain on that one before the defense brings it to an end. Motion from the offense. They'll keep it on the ground. Fights through the pile and picks up a couple down to the 16. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Handoff from the gun. Not a lot of daylight there. Let's give him 1 to the 14. A 3rd and long coming up here. From the gun, wants to pass. Pressure coming. And the defense is there to stop him short of the 1st down. Guys, that's the end of the quarter, and Toledo has the lead. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. It's a 1-score game late, and they've got to go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Makes the catch past the sticks. They get him stopped at the 5-yard line, but it will be 1st and goal from there. Heftiness coming out on the goal line. They'll put the tight end in motion. They'll dial up the run on 1st and goal. And he barrels into the end zone for a touchdown.
And the running back gets his 2nd rushing touchdown of the game. You want to continue to feed this guy. You can tell he's got a nose for the end zone, knows how to get in there, knows how to make things happen.
Now they'll try to tie it up with the 2 late. Caught in the backfield, it's Huff. He's into the end zone. The 2-point conversion is good, and we're tied here in the final period. We've got a dandy going here, all tied up in the 4th quarter and about to kick it away. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Good job by the coverage unit to stop the return man. Guys, let's see what Toledo can get done on offense this time. Looking for a productive play on 1st down. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. Works his way into the traffic and picks up 3 to the 17. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Leaves it with the back. Runs through a tackle. Picks his way ahead, pickup of 3, and gets it to the 20-yard line. They're staring down the defense and this crowd on this huge 3rd and 4. From the gun, wants to pass. Unloads to the wideout. It's complete. And the explosiveness, the big gainer, gets it to the 49-yard line.
Man, this offense is so dangerous, Reese. They've got dudes all over the field that can make plays. There's a big gainer in the pass game.
You get a chunk of yards like that, now the defense is really on its heels. The Rockets will line it up on 1st and 10. Here's the handoff. You'll take 4 yards on 1st down every time, 2nd and 6. From the shotgun, the handoff to the back. A strong tackle and wrap up from the junior. Looking to help the kicker out on 3rd down. From here, it would be a 59-yard attempt. They'll try to power their way ahead. He gets it so close to the 1st down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short. So here we are on 4th down, and this field goal kicker is going to face all the pressure in the world. And that is no good. And here in the 4th quarter, still all tied up, guys. Game is tied, just a few minutes to play, and we'll see if this defense can stop a scoring drive. He'll start this drive firing. Going downfield for the big play. And he's got it inside the 25. 1st down here with time for maybe one more play until the 2-minute warning. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. To the ground with the back. And they try to run inside, and there is nowhere to go.
Awesome job up front by this defensive line, being so good at the point of attack and eating blocks, eating some double teams that allows these linebackers to run free, unencumbered, and get to the football.
Leaves it with the running back. And they try the middle of this stout defense, and they rise to the challenge.
That back had absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys on defense.
Let's see what they've dialed up on 3rd and long from the 22. Timeout on the field, and we've got a dandy all tied up late in the 4th. Already well within field goal range. Wonder how aggressive they'll be on 3rd and long from the 22. From the gun, wants to pass. Grabbed over the middle, it's whipped. Timeout is called, and it's the defense wanting to make sure that everyone's on the same page for this big down. Going for it on 4th down late in a tie game. This is a huge play. Big fullback's got it. He's not going to get there. Stopped short on 4th down.
Nice job by the defense on 4th down, bowing up, getting physical, stopping the run, shutting down that 4th down play. Really good job by this defense.
Snagged in the middle, it's Williams. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down. He's looking for a man on second down. Quickly complete. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down.
Nice job there by the receiver on the out route, not telegraphing where he's going. He can't be peeking to the outside, giving the defender an opportunity to break on the ball. He kept his eyes right down the field. DB had no idea where he was going, and that helped make that completion a whole lot easier.
And this will be picked off, a costly turnover in a tie game. And he's in for the touchdown.
And at this juncture of the game, one play is going to make the difference. It's going to be a momentum-changing play. Who's going to come up with it that time, Pollock? It's the pick six to break the tie.
And the defense, you're thinking, get a stop, get a stop. This is late in the fourth quarter. This is how we're going to get a win. Our offense is going to go down the field. No, they get the turnover, they force it, and they get to the end zone to create the massive game-changing play.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. The extra point is good, and now in the fourth, they're up by a touchdown and an extra point. They'll need to be very sound here, limit this return, and put this game in the hands of their defense to salt it away. On the move from inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. The Rockets offense is back on the field. The big thing now, don't get rattled by that last pick six, David.
Nah, it was a big mistake. Obviously, the defense took advantage of it, but you got to put it behind you. Jesse, I'm sure you know a thing or two about throwing a pick six and how to rebound.
I believe I've only thrown one in my life, but yes, I do, because of that singular instance. I'll say this. You can't let that play beat you twice. You got to go out and not try to get it all back here in one play. Just execute the offense.
No time to waste here. They've got to get set and pick up chunk yardage. He's going to pass on second down. He finds his man. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup. They immediately call timeout, trying to preserve every second they can to try to rally here late. On third and long, trying to have a big completion here. And he can't get it off. Taken down. What a huge play this late in the game. And here we go. Down to score. They'll go for it on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. It's complete to the left. They stop him short of the marker, and they'll turn it over on downs. And the offense back on the field, ready to dial up ball plays. Under a minute to play, they can just take a knee and put this game on ice.
It's such a good feeling, the best feeling in the world. The best formation is victory formations for offense, where I can just catch the snap, take a knee, Jesse, and watch that clock run.
And it's got to feel good, too, because this was a physical football game. Both teams leaving it all on the field, and the offense now an opportunity to ice this thing, take the dub into the locker room, and get ready for your next opponent.
You want to talk about building confidence? Coming through with clutch plays, making the winning plays at the right time can really set the course for the rest of the season.
Yeah, Reese, maturity and experience matters, and this team has guys that have played a lot of snaps, they've seen a lot of looks, and they've lost close games like this in the past. That wasn't the case today, David. Too many guys out there making big-time plays.
And I think belief is what you build, that confidence. You know you're going to win. You don't think you're going to win. You know you're going to make that play in the
Hello, everyone, and welcome. We are surrounded by pageantry and tradition, and it's clear to... And while today is the final home game of the season for one team, it is more importantly a celebration. Senior Day. The kickoff team out there getting set. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. So the Miami Redhawks offense will get the first swing of the game. And here comes their leader, Jesse. He just has a way of elevating everybody's play.
And he's a point guard, too. So good at distributing the football, finds the open guys, and he makes this offense go.
Makes it go, and just, you can trust him. Everything is available. You're not playing with one arm behind your back. You got all guns blazing.
Catch in the middle. It's held. And he picked up the first down, but he will remember the price he paid after that hit. Off-play action on first down. And there was nowhere to go for this quarterback, and down he goes.
You're not going to win a lot of games if you can't protect your quarterback. In their last game, they got sacked 4 times, lost the game. And so far in this one, they're having difficulty again. These guys up front have got to do a better job communicating and giving their QB time.
To throw, it's Pryor. Using the back as a receiver on the screen. And he's able to shed one tackle and gets a pretty good pickup. The Redhawks in the hurry-up. On third and long, he has to throw for it. Under heavy pressure, lets it fly. And trying to put points on the board on third down. Now they're staring at fourth down. And the Redhawks decide to punt it away. Getting our first look of the afternoon at the punter. Running it back, it's Hop. And he's going to get it up to about the 29-yard line before he's brought down. Here comes the offense on first down. Looking to move it through the air. Zings it complete to the right. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
Yeah, I don't know defensively if you want to keep giving this guy that much cushion, because when he gets the ball in space, he's able to shake all these defenders and turns a 5-yard completion into a first down.
Looking to pass on second down. Gets it out quickly. At midfield, he's got room. Ripped off a huge chunk play on that one as he gets the first down before he steps out of bounds. This offense always looking for those big explosive plays, and now they've got it just inside the 30. The give from the gun. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
You see all this movement in football now. All the stem and the defensive line, they're sliding right before the snap, creating confusion for the offensive line. Then they're moving back and stunting. Really good job by the defense. Continue to move, continue to stunt, continue to get in the backfield and make this life hard on this runner.
Throws toward the end zone. And it's in there for a touchdown. They'll try to tack one more on their score. And the PAT makes it 7-0. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they top it off with a 31-yard toss for 6. It bounds through the back of the end zone. It'll be a touchback. Miami, Ohio has it back. The Redhawks offense heads to the field. That last drive won't go on the highlight reel after ending in a punt. They'd like to be more productive this time, David.
And I think this offense has to be a little bit more balanced. Find a little balance between the run, Jesse, and working in that pass.
And I think, too, David, it's just going to take a spark. It just takes one play to get this thing picked up and going.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. From the shotgun, they'll run it. Pretty good job of running to get 2 there to the 32. The Redhawks are in the hurry-up. They'll throw on 3rd and short. Got his man in the middle. And they'll get it to the 39-yard line, and they'll move the chains. Up-tempo for the offense.
Quarterbacks are just like anybody else. They get in rhythms. And to get in a rhythm early on third down and have a little success here and get the sticks moving, great chance to continue to get this offense moving down the field to get some more points.
Finally pulled down, but not before. Moving the chains for a first down. Little touch pass to the receiver. And he'll pick up one. It brings up 2nd and 9. Kept it on the ground on first down. Now back to the line. Wants to throw. It's Pryor. He looks that one in nicely. They've got it inside the 30. They'll mark it at the 28. It's first down. And the Redhawks come to the line with a new set of downs. Off the play fake on first down. Looking to the big tight end. Complete downfield. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense. He'll pull it on the read. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. On second down, wants to throw. He's got his man. And he'll haul it in and take it to the end zone. Touchdown, Redhawks. Getting set for the point after. These two guys, they just shared a glance, and they knew exactly what to do, David.
And how many times do we hear that? The quarterback talk about it after the game and go, hey, I just looked at him. He knew what I saw. I knew what he saw. We're on the same page. We've done this before. That chemistry equals big plays.
That first quarter set the standard, and we hope we get a lot more of that here in the second. All tied up and just about set to kick it away. From back of the end zone, he'll bring it out. I imagine he's going to get an earful on the sideline after bringing it out of the end zone and being knocked down at the 11. And now the offense will come onto the field again. David, they'd love to do what they did last time and put this one in the end zone.
You ain't lying. They did a great job. The offense was clicking. Everything went well, Palmer. They executed and got the touchdown.
And they really were in a nice rhythm as well. And I'd love to see that here on the next drive, too. Just keep doing what you're doing. Everything seems to be working, and you seem to have this defense on their heels.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Got it in the middle. It's Huff. He's there to make the stop, but the damage has been done as they pick up the first down on the throw and catch.
You know, it's a nice throw by the QB there. When you're throwing to running backs, you got to make it easy on them. So you want to put it right on their body, make the catch simple, and let them go to work like they did just there, getting that first.
Looking for a physical attack from the gun. Defense there to stop him after a 2-yard gain to the 31. After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. Off the boot, looking for his man. The sweet feet keeping the play alive. Snags it on the right. A huge gain on that one before he ran out of bounds, and he has the first down.
And the quarterback knew exactly where he wanted to go with the football, had time, spins the ball deep. Nice job by this offense, understanding what the defense is giving them and creating the explosive play.
Able to move it ahead a couple of yards. He gets it down to the 20. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. They'll run it in the red zone. It's Huff. Got enough space. And he's into the end zone for a touchdown. Now that's the way to bail out the rest of the team. Start with bad field position, put together a drive anyway.
And very confident. You can see the quarterback just had a bit of a swagger, Reese. He was like, look, all right, we're starting deep in our own end. Special teams didn't help us out, but we can fix that right now, fellas. And they went out and looked so good on that last drive.
From inside the 10-yard line, he'll bring it back. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Guys, we'll see what this Redhawks offense can get done this time. That last drive really productive. David wound up with a touchdown. They'll try to do it again.
Yeah, so I don't expect this offense to change too much, Reese. They had a great drive. They got the touchdown. Everything working. I would expect them to keep pushing this ball downhill.
And just imagine if they could put another touchdown on the board right here. They could capture so much momentum in this game with back-to-back TDs.
Lining up from the 34 on first down. Looking downfield, it's Pryor. Extending the play. Trying to make magic on the scramble. And a nice pickup on the run and gets down to avoid contact. The Redhawks headed quickly to the line. DB's locked up tight on the receivers. Trying to find his man on first down. Makes the grab on the left. Really nice pickup on that one as they get it to the 36. It'll be first down.
Well, it's a nice play design there. You're getting the running back involved in the pass game. Quarterback gives it to him early so he can go to work upfield and get the first down.
And the Redhawks will snap it on first and 10. He's looking to throw it. And the ball comes out. What a disastrous play. How in the world did the offense retain possession?
Good awareness by the offense. You never want to see the ball on the ground, but a nice job understanding to just kind of jump on it and make sure you keep possession.
Oh, they are breathing a sigh of relief after that recovered fumble. And he's brought down after a nice gain. Whew, boy, this freshman quarterback has a hose. Did he zing that thing in there? They're down to the 25 on first and 10. He wants to throw. Pocket starts to collapse. And the freshman will chalk up a sack.
Well, for this defense, finally, you're seeing pressure on the quarterback. They're outside the top 50 in sacks per game. They've been waiting to find some more consistent pressure to help them win games, and they're getting it in this game now. 3 sacks on the day. They're just simply winning and doing a better job executing up front at the point of attack.
Coming to the line of scrimmage at the 30. It would be a long field goal, but they'd love to pick up a few here on 3rd and long. He'll pull it down and run. At the 20, he's got space. There's a timeout called as this offense tries to find a way to draw a little closer.
Sometimes these guys just have eyes in the back of their head. You saw it right there. He was able to buy himself time, get outside the pocket, and at that point, I think the decision was pretty easy. Hey, I can go get this with my feet. He was able to do that. Now they got a fresh set of downs.
Firing to the right, complete. And they wrap him up, but not before he gets enough on the catch for the first down. Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. And now a chance to pull even. 1st and goal as we get late in the first half. Looking to throw, it's Pryor. He's got it. That completion has them right on the doorstep. They'll mark it at the 1.
Well, the defense playing zone coverage there. They're taking away all of the QB's primary options down the field, so he has to check it down to the drag running underneath.
Trying to barge their way in. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Miami.
And I love that this offense stuck to it. Stuck to the run game. Didn't panic. They got down, but they answered the bell right before the half, and they got this thing right where they want it now. They can tie this football game and hopefully go into the half with a lot of momentum.
And the extra point is good. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
A lot of eyeballs on your game, guys, and a few on this interesting matchup as well. Mississippi State is ahead early in Stark Vegas, but that's not exactly Dak Prescott out there. This game is a long way from being over. They're up by 7 over Alabama. We'll circle back if anything big happens you should know about.
Thanks for the update on... Oh, he's ready to take a shot. And the ball is caught. He's inside the 35. No one's going to get him. Touchdown. Quarterbacks love receivers that can get separation, but that amount of separation is a little excessive.
I agree, Reese, and I think the defense needs to have a little powwow on the sidelines and talk about what just happened, because that was an absolute busted coverage on the back end. Defense can't keep playing like that.
So they got the touchdown, now going to put it in the hands of their defense to finish off this half. From inside his own 10, let's see what he gets. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, that they get him on the ground at the 20. The Miami, Ohio offense returns to the field. The way this game started, you feel as if you have to score a touchdown every time you have it, and now we'll see if they can respond.
Yeah, and I wonder how much pressure that puts on the offense. Jesse, like, you know this is back and forth, and I got to score, and every possession matters so much. What does that do to you as a quarterback?
Well, it puts a lot more pressure on you for sure to feel like I got to make every third down throw. If guys are open vertically down the field, I got to hit them too. We can't let our serve get broken.
They'll try the run. Just a 1-yard gain leaves them with 3rd and 9. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. They'll go to the ground. And he's not going to get there. The defense stands tall and makes the stop.
And a lot of times you want those big plays. You want those splash plays. But sometimes you're going to take some losses. You're not going to run the football overly well. But if you continue to run it, you can at least create some balance. You at least have the threat of it. Otherwise, you're just going to abandon it, and now it's just going to be a passing game.
Returns like that are why you don't settle for the fair catch if you don't have to. Picks up just a little bit of yards to help out the O. Just enough time for one final play in this half. This guy can throw it. Going to take a shot. Pulls it in inside the 10. Pulls it in and takes it in for a touchdown.
And I love this offense, man. Staying aggressive. Just because you got the lead, you know people can score points in bunches. This offense keeps the foot on the accelerator, scores again on the final play. Now this offense has even more of a cushion going into halftime.
And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. The Red Hawks will kick it away to start the second half. Bounces through the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. So we'll see this offense make its way out to start the drive. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they've wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect it.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room, because they have gone out, everybody right now on the same page.
Got 3 on first down. It's 2nd and 7. Power football with the run. And he surges up to the 36-yard line, and they'll move the chains.
All right, defense, that's what we can't do. We can't give up this many chunk yards on the ground. Got to commit more guys to the line of scrimmage. Got to get those running backs on the ground. That's way too easy.
29 Philly. 2-9 Philly. They go to the ground. Just steamrolling his way through. Offense on the move. A big play there. Gets it to the 30.
Those outside runs, if they can get the edge like they do, great job by the right guard, right tackle, getting the edge. And now what does this do? This makes cornerbacks come up and tackle. Safeties come up and tackle. As opposed to linebackers and big defensive players, you get your guy out in space where he can use his speed and his physicality against guys that usually cover and don't come up and make tackles.
Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down.
These guys aren't human anymore. I mean, they got to survey the field, throw the football, make deep passes, and then guess what else? They pull the ball down, take off, and make big chunks of plays on the ground. It's just impossible to be on defense nowadays.
On 1st and 10, trying to strike from the 15. They want to run this quarterback. They'll pick up 4, 2nd and 6 coming. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Wide out in motion. Receiver on the move gets the touch pass. Gets it into the end zone, but wait a minute. We'll have to check out the laundry on the field. We'll repeat the previous down, but this time the offense has 10 more yards it has to cover. Now on 2nd down. He's looking to throw. Fires to the middle. And it's picked off at the goal line. That's one way to make a stop. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception. He looked as if he thought he had it all the way, and this junior makes a play.
Man, this is how we do it. Defensively, you go into halftime, you make adjustments. You talk about, we've seen him do this, we've seen him do that. Let's get ready for it. Let's have a plan. Plan executed. You could tell they knew what was coming, did a great job defensively, forcing an interception right out the gates to start the 2nd half.
They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
And it wasn't lack of effort by the running back. He was trying. You could tell he fought one guy off, but another guy in his face right away, just trying to do something. The offensive line needs to do a better job keeping some guys off this guy. Come on, man. Take care of your running back.
Dropping back, it's Pryor. He makes the connection. He's going to have enough to pick up the 1st down as they stop him at the 33-yard line. And the Redhawks want to crank the tempo. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
And it's been a surprise today for this offense. Like, coming into the game, we all talked about it. We thought they'd be able to run against this defense that's been run on a lot, and this offense just can't get the running game going. It'll be interesting to see what they do to try to change it up, but somehow, some way, they need that physical ground game.
They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. He makes the catch. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch.
And I love that the QB understood, I'm going to put some stank on this. I'm going to throw it as hard as I can quickly, right when he's breaking out of that curl. Nice job getting it to him quick so he could get a 1st down.
He's brought down solid. Pick up a little bit short of the 1st down. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. He'll keep it himself. Now facing a 3rd down as they line up after the break. They'll try to run for it. 3rd down conversions are huge, and they've got one, and they're at the 35. The Redhawks have it with a 1st and 10. He's going to pass. Buying some time. Open space at the 25. And he gets out of there and gets some yardage and gets down without taking any punishment. It's 1st down from the 11. They've softened them up with a run. Now to throw it. To the end zone, and it's picked off. And he's brought down, and this defense gets...
Quarter, everything in your favor. Don't let them make big plays. How about you make a big play? Nice job getting the interception. It's not icing on the cake yet. It's getting pretty close.
And he knocked him down after a gain of 3 to the 23.
And I think if you're the head coach, defensively now, obviously, you've got 3 timeouts in your back pocket. You're trailing at this point, and the offense is going to be running the football. trying to bleed the clock. They're going to take as much time off the game clock as they can before snapping it. You've got to start thinking about using some of those timeouts.
They want that clock to run. Into a mass of giant bodies, we'll call it a 1-yard gain to the 24.
Big third down for this defense. Listen, you've got to get the ball back. You know what they're doing. They're trying to run the football, but we need the clock to be on our side so our offense has some time. Got to make a stand right here on third down.
Third down after the run. He's looking to pass. They're setting up the screen. They make the stop, but not before the screen has hit him for a first down and much more. Really good execution by this offense.
Defense just hasn't had an answer for this guy. He has been on point. This is about as good as I've seen him play at the quarterback position. And here in the fourth quarter with a big lead, he's still taking shots.
We've reached the 2-minute warning, and this offense is that much closer to salting away a victory. Linebackers shuffling around, trying to keep the quarterback from getting a read. Give to the back. And excellent vision to find running room there and make a really good pickup before the defense put a stop to it. Quick timeout call by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. See if they can turn this drive into points. They've got it 1st and 10 at the 50. On the ground, it's Huff. A solid pickup there before the defense is able to make the stop. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. He's looking to throw. He spins that thing down the middle. And he makes the catch inside the 20. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. They've got him wobbling after that big play now to pay it off on 1st and 10 from inside the 15. Wide receiver now comes in motion. Looking to pass inside the red zone. Grabbed in the middle. It's Ingram. That completion gets them inside the 10, and the defense is running out of room to defend.
Well, when you're running the drag route against man coverage like that, as a quarterback, you got to put the ball out in front of your target. And when you do that, you give the guy a chance to then advance the football up the field, pick up a first down like they did right there.
The give to the running back from the shotgun. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. That linebacker saw the express lane right to the ball carrier.
And a great job by the defensive line getting some push, making them use their resources on him. Linebacker comes free, Bierman making the backfield for a tackle for a loss.
He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and 4th down's coming. They'll try to cap off this drive with a field goal. Kick is good. The offense has 3 points to show for the drive. And now the lead is even bigger. With that field goal, now it takes a touchdown to beat them. So you want to pin them back and then let the defense have a little room to work with. Coming out with it, it's Peterson. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. Miami, Ohio has it back. The Redhawks offense heads to the field. This offense has pretty much been stuck in the mud the entire game. It's been a frustrating performance, Jesse.
Yeah, and listen, you can't be hanging your head just yet. This game's not over, and this coaching staff is still evaluating their players. So if you're on the field right now, you've got to finish this game. You've got to try to prove something to them.
Well, the game is over, to be clear. They're not coming back. But I hear what you're saying. Keep fighting. Keep showing your coaches it matters. And maybe find something positive here late that you can build on for the weeks to come.
And he can't escape, and down he goes. Clock is still running, and they have to get everybody lined up. And they spike it and get the clock stopped. Ball's at the 27. This offense facing a 3rd and long. Back to throw. It's Pryor. Looking to the big tight end. Makes the grab. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line. Got to save every precious second, and the spike stops the clock. This offense has a 2nd down play. He's looking to throw. Just too much juice on that one as he airmails his receiver out of bounds.
This defense has just been all over this guy all game long. Under pressure, they're finding a way to get to him and affect his rhythm. Of course, they have an interception in this game. That's why they've got a big lead here in the 4th quarter. This guy has never gotten into a rhythm.
And they got him for the sack. And the Redhawks moving quickly to the line. On 4th down, going to the air. And the pass goes incomplete, and that's going to do it. Clock strikes 0, ball game is over. All business today for this ball club. They come out and they get the win.
And that's all that matters. It's not always pretty. You don't always do everything you want to do or check all the boxes. But at the end of the game, Jesse, you want that W.
No doubt about it. They made the plays they needed to make in order to get this win. I thought the quarterback showed tremendous poise, good leadership throughout the course of the game. Defense made stops when they had to make them. So, right, there were some things they're going to need to clean up moving forward, but ultimately they were the better team today.
That's going to do it for us. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, our entire broadcast team, I'm Reese Davis. This has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football. Welcome to DeKalb, Illinois, and home of the Northern Illinois Huskies, and we are looking forward to a sensational showdown that the fans have been ready for quite some time. As we wind our way toward the end of another college football season, one of the grand traditions is paying tribute and respect to those who have just poured their souls into the success of this program and honor the seniors on Senior Day. As we'll see a squad from the MAC, a team ready to put on a show. Taking on another team from the MAC, the Northern Illinois Huskies. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started. The kickoff unit about to go to work. From inside his own 10, he'll try to help out their field position. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. The Huskies offense will start this game off. And when you take the field with the confidence, the swag that this guy does, David, it just really elevates your confidence in the passing game.
Receivers don't usually lack confidence, and those are the guys that kind of set the tone. And that swagger sets the tone for this offense. And, Jesse, you know he's going to make plays.
And that speed scares defenses, too, because he can take the top off quick. These safeties better get back deep, or else this guy's going to take it to the house.
Gets it out fast. They make the stop after the catch, and still some work to do to pick up that first down. Both these teams have had some good moments this year, and they'd love nothing better than to improve their bowl positioning, build a little momentum by getting a win in this one.
You're just trying to punctuate the season, right? How big would it be for one of these two programs to finish the year as a ranked team? It would help them so much in the offseason with recruiting and really help their confidence looking ahead to next year, David.
And confidence and momentum and just learning how to win. A part of that is a part of the process of being great in the future. And this team, learning how to win, finding ways to get it done, it's only going to build momentum, and hopefully you can carry that over to next season.
Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. It's amazing how play by a defensive end in the backfield can really swing the momentum not only of a series but of a game sometimes.
All you're trying to do is create negative plays, to get them behind the sticks a little bit, to get those sacks, to get those tackles for losses. You see so much stunting in college football up front with the defensive line because you know once you get one of those plays, you got the offense right where you are.
I like this guy as a running back because he can run between the tackles and he can also go outside. He can really do it all.
They line up, and it is a long way to the sticks from here. On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. He'll try to do it himself. He gets the job done, picking up the first down, then getting down.
So frustrating as a defense because you got the offense in 3rd down. You're in a situation now where you can get off the field if somebody just makes a play, but you let the quarterback escape. And then beyond all that, you can't even get a good hit on him because he slides to protect himself.
How about this backer in pass coverage and bringing the big hit stick with him, too? And here comes the offense on 2nd down. To the air, it's Guzman. Working that left side now. Gets it all the way down to the 39-yard line. It'll be a first down. The Huskies come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Off the play fake on 1st down, wants to throw. Just a short pass to the tight end. Strikes first, delivers the punch, and works his way to the 31.
And that's why QBs love their tight ends so much, right? Especially when they're athletic, because they make short throws turn into long gains. Because of his ability after the catch, it's so unique and special. He is dominant.
Oh, look out on the right. And he takes it all the way. They couldn't stop him. Touchdown, Huskies.
Well, you know this offensive coordinator scripts his opening 10, 15 plays, and he didn't even need that. They went 9 plays and scored a touchdown. Everything working perfectly. They look like a well-oiled machine early in this game offensively.
He'll start the return inside his 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. And it won't be easy to throw the ball down the field today, David, because both of these teams have lockdown corners.
I mean, these guys shut down half of the field. Playmaking cornerbacks that really can play man-to-man and lock down the best guys on the other side.
Yeah, if I'm a quarterback in this game, I am taking a calculated risk if I'm throwing towards one of these two dudes because you're just asking to get picked off.
So first down didn't exactly go according to plan. Let's see what they can dial up on second down.
Reese, I got him right where I want him. Okay, I'm going to throw the football. Now I can get back in shotgun. Let's forget the running game stuff. We're going to play a little pitch and catch and see how good that secondary is.
They make the stop right there. Good pickup. It's still short of the first down.
I love early in a game getting my quarterback in a rhythm. Coming out, short passes, easy completions. Now we're getting in a good spot.
So what do they have for third and short from their own 23? And it's intercepted. A turnover for the defense.
Man, that is picture-perfect cover zero. When I play cover zero, I'm bringing pressure, and that ball's going to come out. Look at the defense. Ready for that ball to come out of the quarterback's hand. Nice job breaking on the football and going and making the interception.
Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Well, he didn't have a whole lot of time to get rid of that one. The defense was all over him right after the snap. No wonder that thing fell incomplete.
On second down, he'll try to make the connection this time. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was not loose, and third down is coming.
And as a quarterback, you've got to be able to take advantage of the situation. You were given the ball in tremendous field position. You've thrown 2 straight incompletions. You can't squander this opportunity. You need a big play here.
Third play of the drive, and they need to make something happen here on third and long. Going for it all. Throw to the end zone. It's picked off. And the offense makes the tackle in frustration after the interception. Drive comes up empty, and it's a turnover. Line gets set. First down. From the gun, the running back has it. Not much there. Picks up a couple to the 22. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. He's looking to throw. Makes his connection. He's run out of bounds, but not before. Turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Out of the gun to give to the back. Turns it on in midfield. They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49. They've got the big fellas out there. A 3 tight end look on first and 10. Might as well give it to him again.
Man, that D-tackle is a freak athlete. Did you see him come out of his stance and beat the offensive lineman, getting to the running back? Cat-like quickness.
Didn't get much on first down. It's second and 9. Off the bootleg, wants to throw it. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
What a great rush by the defense. Understanding, winning up front, getting to the quarterback, and rattling him. Try not to get a penalty, right? Because God forbid you touch these guys too hard, you get called for a penalty. Nice job getting a good clean hit, pressure on the quarterback.
That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on third down. Fourth down, and the punt team sends it the other way. Fair catch called for and made. Just enough time for one more snap before the end of the quarter. They'll leave it with him. They throw it in reverse as that's the final play here in the first period. That's the end of the quarter, and Northern Illinois has the lead. We've played one. Before we move on, let's have a look at the stats. Second down here as they go back to work after the break. Scanning the field, it's Guzman. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Well, this defense felt coming into the game that if he was going to try to throw from the pocket, they could get to him and affect his accuracy, and they did on that last play.
On third down, going up top. Quick strike complete. And he's not going to make it. The defense denying him the first down. Northern Illinois will line up to punt it away. Bringing it back, it's Huff. He gets a block. He'll be guided out of bounds, but not before a nifty return on that one. First down here for the offense. They'll run the option. He'll pitch it. And he won't quite get there, but boy, after that pickup, just a few inches to go for the first, an array of possibilities here. And guys, this can be a great time to look for a big play on 2nd and inches. Tackle is made after the first down.
You don't always have to run the sexy plays, right? It doesn't have to always be up-tempo and fast and spread and doing all this stuff. Sometimes you just lower your shoulder. Sometimes you just run powerfully. You get the first down, and that's all that matters.
Handoff to the single running back. Plows ahead for a pickup of 1 to the 32.
And you want to run the football. That's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing it out a little bit.
They've got him looking run. Now they're going to throw it. Pulls it in. It's Ingram. Hit the gas, kid. Wide open ahead. Nice pitch and catch there, and they'll have enough for the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs.
And offensively, I love running these drag routes. I mean, these are the routes that, whether it's zone, whether it's man, they're so successful. It's just about seeing what the defense is doing and getting it to him in open space. Nice job. The wide receiver has some space after the catch, able to go make extra yards. Nice pitch and catch.
Going to work in the red zone, they can pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Forced out of the pocket. Bought a little time, lets it go. It's complete. And he goes out of bounds after coming up with positive yardage there. It's third down now, and they ought to be able to get off one more play before the 2-minute warning. The clock has reached the 2-minute mark, and they have a chance to at least cut into this lead before the break. Not a lot of ground to cover and not much to defend. A big third down in the red zone. The play action fake. Finds his big tight end. And it's in for a touchdown. Field shrinks, tight end grows. Big targets, big results.
I've never heard it put that way, but you're dang right. That guy is so big. A lot of times you get a DB matched up on him. He can just post him up. A linebacker, he can run by him. So that's why these tight ends are so dangerous down here in this red zone.
And they thought about a return, then thought better of it. They'll bring it out to the 25. Northern Illinois takes over as the offense heads to the field. David, the punter got some work last time. They'd like to keep him on the sidelines in this drive.
Yeah, and it's not something you want to say very often. You don't want the punter out there. This offense needs to get back lathered up and get a little bit more of a rhythm.
Best way to do that, identify where your best players are and just get them the football. Give these guys some touches to kickstart this offense.
To the air, it's Guzman. He lofts it high and deep down the left side. And they dialed up a shot play, but they couldn't make the connection.
And listen, as a quarterback, you're trying to find the matchup, trying to find who's open. I don't know if anybody was open, but that was not a greatly thrown football. I don't know if it was miscommunication, but the ball thrown out of bounds and just on him.
Just causing wreckage in the secondary. And they're getting it rolling with that play to the 42-yard line. Clock stops momentarily for the first down. They'll hurry to the line. Defense trying to keep this offense from getting a line on who to block. Throws to the wideout. A strike downfield. And they'll finally catch up to him, but not before a big chunk of yardage is picked up. Northern Illinois back to work after picking up the first down. From the red zone, looking for a man. He was open, he had it, and he dropped it. Would have been a touchdown. Instead, it's second down. Operating in the red zone here on second down. They'll throw again after the incompletion. Can't make the grab as he was going for 6 right there.
Man, it's so hard to play defense nowadays. You got a strike zone where you can hit people. You get flagged for targeting. You get flagged for pass interference. That was beautiful. Great job in the end zone, making it a hard window to...
Fires and picked off. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
QBs have to understand, when I'm throwing against zones, I got to manipulate guys with my eyes. I might have to look one direction to create an opening to throw that ball or zip that ball in. I got to use touch. It's really hard when all eyes are on me, and you could tell the quarterback was not ready and did not make a good throw.
It's complete to the right. Oh, it's a fumble. Well, the offense looks as if they fell on the fumble, and they'll keep the ball. Quick timeout from the offense to save precious seconds. The drive continues after that fumble scare sent the offensive coordinator's blood pressure into orbit. They're bringing heat. And he is snowed under in the backfield. He'll lose yardage. Timeout called by the defense is their first of the half as they'll go to the sideline and try to make adjustments. Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, back up inside their 20. He's looking downfield to throw. Fires one high and deep. That one will be incomplete, and we are down to 10 seconds to go. The punt team makes its way onto the field. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. He'll call for the fair catch here. Just enough time to get off one final play of the half. Going up top on first down. He's going to let one fly down the middle. He can haul it in. Incomplete. They took a shot, but that's how we'll wrap up the half. Northern Illinois will kick it away to start the second half. Bringing it back. Good job by the coverage unit to put a stop to that return. And we'll see the offense make its way onto the field here, hoping for a successful drive. Looking for a productive play on first down. Trying to set the tone on the ground in the 3rd. Finds his way ahead for 3 out to the 16. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. They feed him again. Ran to that daylight to pick up 6 to the 22.
It's a nice game, but the big theme here is they just haven't been able to get the run game going on offense. They've been very one-dimensional. They're just not being physical enough at the point of attack.
To the ground to try to pick up the first. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
Big 3rd down conversion, getting the ball to your running back, and he does the rest. This guy, I think, will get a lot more touches.
And you want to know why he's on the field on 3rd down? Because he can block, he can catch the ball, and you can also hand it off to him, and he can go find the sticks and keep drives alive. What a weapon.
Excellent coverage and good use of the hands to knock it away.
I love the coverage in the back end by this secondary. That DB was glued to the wide receiver. He was just staying right behind him. He was able to locate the ball and get his plow out there to knock it down.
They'll run play action. Fires to the wideout. He's got it. And he breaks into the open. Big gain on that one as he steps out of bounds with a first down.
And they took a shot. I like it. Make the big play. Once you start getting closer to the goal line, you start running out of space, Jesse. Now, this big play down in the red zone in a scoring position.
Yeah, and it was a nice job, too, David, of the quarterback letting the coverage dictate where he threw the football. That wasn't a force. That wasn't a predetermined decision. That time, he was looking at the safeties. He was reading whether it was zone or man. He found his matchup, and here they go. Now they've got the ball down in the red zone.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. He's looking to throw. Gets rid of it. Got a man. It's good. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down.
Come on, defense. You can't forget about the fullback. I know you don't see him too often, but this is a guy that can make plays, and on that one, he catches it for a first down.
A first down run on the doorstep. He'll be brought down at the 5-yard line, and this defense is on its heels. We'll see if the offense can punch it in on 2nd and goal. He'll run it to the right here and try to get it into the end zone. And into the end zone for a touchdown. Backed up in the shadow of their own goal. And let's hold on just a minute here as the officials are going to have a second look. So the officials take a closer look, and the replay booth will overturn the call. And after getting it right on the edge, they'll try to punch it in on 3rd down. They'll try to slam it in. And yes, he's in the end zone for the touchdown. I tell you, when this drive started, the defense thought they had them in a hole. Not anymore. What a performance.
And I really like the play calling by the offensive coordinator on that last drive. That was a nice mixture of running and throwing and getting different players involved. Really nice job, very poised in that play calling, and it showed up with the touchdown.
And he takes this from inside the 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. The Northern Illinois offense ready to go back to work. Line gets set, first down. The give to the back. That keeps the running game churning. Pick up a 5 to the 23.
Ooh, and I love the running back here running into the blitz. He saw the extra defender. He was able to put his foot in the ground and make a miss. That was a good play.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hit.
Well, this defense knew coming in they were going to see some RPO and they were going to see some quick game. A nice job there taking the throw away from the quarterback.
So what do they have for 3rd and short from their own 23? Looking to throw, it's Guzman. Feeling some heat. He's going to run it. Got room at the 35. And he gets it done on 3rd down. They move the chains and they'll mark it at the 44.
This guy just gives you nightmares. I mean, he's just got so much electricity. He just pulls it down and chews up yards like it's nothing. That's a quarterback. A quarterback doing that to your defense.
The give to the back. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense.
And that's all you want, right? You want that first down, understand the situation, understand I got to get north and south, get a first down, get a new set of downs.
This Northern Illinois offense continues to move quickly. They're getting this guy lathered up. And he was able to run through one tackle, but still only a modest gain. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. Tough, physical, hard-nosed running gets it to the 34.
Keep pounding away at this defense and make them play the run. If you can get this many a chunk, they're going to have to commit more guys to the box, more guys to the run. Then you open it up for the passing game.
Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. Keeps it on the bootleg, looking to throw. Unloads to the wideout. Missed his receiver there. It's incomplete.
Got to give the defense credit on that play, taking everything away, forcing the incompletion. Now it's decision time. 4th and short, and you're in field goal range. What do you do here?
This should be the last play of the quarter. The give and the run on 4th down. Smashes ahead. They make the tackle, but not before he finishes off this 3rd period with a big play. First down to start the drive after the break. They'll give it to him again. He bullies his way all the way down to the 5-yard line.
I know the passing game sells, the passing game is exciting, but it's not exciting to get 5 or 6 yards a pop on the ground, but it will be very successful.
2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Fast motion from the offense. The hand to the running back. He'll be stopped just short of the end zone, but they'll have it 1st and goal. And a big opportunity for this offense to tie the game up in the 4th with a touchdown. They'll try to get it in with the run. Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry.
I think one of the keys to this defense's success all season has been how good they've been stopping the run. They are a top 10 unit when it comes to rushing defense, and it's helped them out this year down in the red zone.
From the gun, running back gets the give. They get him on the ground at the 3-yard line, but this defense is taking some punches.
Let's see if this offense can answer the bell. Their coaches challenged them all week long. When they got down to the red zone, we've got to be able to run the football because we're going up against a top.
And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Northern Illinois.
And I love the physicality of this offense. It's 3rd and goal. It's money time. I've got to be more physical than you. And that's exactly what this offense just did. Put the ball on the ground and put it in the end zone.
And he knocks it through for the tie here in the 4th quarter. Here comes the kickoff as we are all tied up in the 4th quarter. Looking for an alley from inside his own 10. And the returner goes down. So we'll see the offense on the field to start this drive. Looking for a productive play on 1st down. Quarterback making adjustments with his receivers. He'll come out throwing on 1st down. He's got his man. He's brought down. Solid pickup, but a little bit short of the 1st down. The completion short of the sticks. It's 2nd down. They'll give it to the back. Pushes ahead for a couple. They'll mark it at the 33. It'll be 3rd and short from their own 33. They get him on the ground, but it's a 1st down.
And that's so tough as a defense because they only got to get inches. But I got to find a way to somehow get a knockback, stop the running back's feet right there. I couldn't do it. He gets downhill just enough, and he gets the 1st down.
It's a good job, too, there on 3rd down by the offense because a major statistic in football in terms of winning and losing is how good are you at staying on the field, keeping drives alive. Whether it's 3rd and long or 3rd and inches, you just have to go execute, and they do it there.
1st down here with time for maybe one more play until the 2-minute warning. Running back searching for a hole. And a nice solid pickup there before the defense wrestles him to the ground. They'll line up for a 2nd down play. He's looking to throw. He lobs one high down the left side. All the way in for the touchdown.
Man, how about this offense in crunch time, doing what they do, getting 6 on the board. Now I turn to my defense right now and say, boys, we need one more stop. Go out there, get me one more.
About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. The returner will field it and try to get some field position. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Guys, we'll see what the plan is for this Northern Illinois offense. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Now adjusting. Going to try to get it himself. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play, trying to preserve every minute possible.
He does a good job of dropping back, going through his progressions. Nothing there. What do? Go get some yards. Make it positive. Don't sit back in the pocket and force something into a bad situation or take a sack. Great job making something out of nothing.
A deep throw as the clock winds down. And they wanted it all on that incomplete pass. Instead, they're looking at third down.
Well, this defense has had the QB's number all game long. One of the reasons why is because this cornerback, when he's on an island, he's winning the 50-50 balls, and he's not letting anything get thrown over his head downfield. Great job in coverage, disguising what he's doing and knocking balls away.
To the air, it's Guzman. Throws to the wideout. Working the middle. And he gets it to the 45-yard line, and that'll be a first down. Looking to move it through the air. Dances away to buy time. And he has a solid gain on the play before sliding. They'll try to kick it into overdrive. Clock's running, second down coming. Movement from the linebackers trying to mess with the offensive line's assignments. Looking to throw on second down. Got his man downfield. Touchdown, Northern Illinois. And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
And great job executing. The offense did what they needed to do. You got somewhat of a decision here. Do you want to kick it, tie it up? I think you do with this time frame. 1 to 2 minutes left in the fourth quarter. You probably want to do that, but you could push the envelope. You could go for 2 and try to take the lead.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Out comes the offense as they get set to take over. So here it is, plenty of time to go and an opportunity to move the ball down the field and win it, David.
Yeah, and you rep this every single week. The 2-minute drill, you got to be precise. You know exactly what your favorite plays are, Palmer. Go down the field, get me in field goal.
And it comes down to the awareness, right? Especially at the quarterback position. You're understanding the timeout situation, working the boundary in the sideline. What's the clock showing me? It all comes down to this.
Give to the running back. Tackle is made at the 44, but he picked up 10 yards and enough for a first down. Timeout on the field, and everybody want to make sure they're organized as we come down the gut of the game. All tied up, under a minute to play. Wants to throw on first down. Got it set up on the outside. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down. Plays like that put just a second of hesitation in the defense to make sure, and they're able to take advantage here.
And they use great timing with this call, right? Like, you can't call this play all the time, but you want to catch them when they're a little bit aggressive, not thinking about it. Nice job slipping the screen behind them, making the easy catch, and then getting downfield.
A shot toward the end zone. And that one falls incomplete, trying to get a chunk play on that one.
Good awareness by